Well, the idea is that we are missing more images of this client. We haven't had new images for a long time. This is the image that we have thought to edit with artificial intelligence. It is an image of a photographer from our team, which I already made at the time. But we are going to lower the weight of the image a bit. And we are also going to change the background with artificial intelligence. We are going to use 3 programs for this. It's going to be Topaz Photo, which is a professional program for artificial intelligence for image improvement. In principle, we are going to use it simply to improve it a little bit, although it is already quite good quality. This image is already quite good quality, but we are going to improve it a little bit. And above all, also maintaining the quality by lowering the size to be able to use it in another software that we have, which is Product Scope. And finally, there we will generate a new background. And finally, Luminar NEO, which is this one here, also professional editing. We will give the last retouch to the image so that it is as professional as possible. That is, we are going to use 3 software. We are going to use Topaz Photo AI, we are going to use Product Scope, which I will show you now, which is in the cloud, and Luminar NEO to finish the image. So that's what I want to show you for now. We are going to start by using Topaz AI for the first edition of the image. We choose the image. It is a program that many photographers use, in particular many people from nature, landscapes, because it is impressive in the improvements it can make. So, well, here, as you can see, I have already done a small preview. Here, the AI, what it has seen is that it has a little noise in the image, and what it does is that it removes noise. It removes noise from the image. Here we have a series of options. As you can see, it made a reduction in the size of the image. And the same format, the same folder, but it improved the noise part of the image. It is already exported, so we could close here. We will be able to close this tab. Here we would have what is the original image. Let's see it. And this would be the original image. You see it up here. And this would be the image by Topaz. We are going to increase it. If you look, it has increased a little bit what the sharpness of the image is. It has removed that shadow. You see it? Now we would come to Product Scope, which is this software here, which is suitable for e-commerce, especially for e-commerce issues. But we have seen that it also works perfectly for the entire image editing part. For example, we have many customers, for example, on automotive issues. We have VTCs, we also have car companies, associations, and we have realized that this software is very good when it comes to eliminating funds for vehicles and generating new funds. But you have to give it a little special use. Because as you can see here, if you want to take a tutorial, you can request it. It is more oriented to products to sell on Amazon, Shopify, both of any kind, sports, perfumes, jewelry, home accessories, anything you can, technological products, things for children, food, spa topics. As you can see here, endless funds. It is a pretty good program that I recommend. I will also leave you a link. We are going to generate the scene. First, we are going to bring the photo here. We are going to upload the photo, the image that we have downloaded. We are going to download. This is the image already edited. It is going to upload it and I have it activated here, that directly when it uploads it, it makes a remove and it will create a. We are going to upload it. I have it activated, which automatically removes the background, as you can see here. This would be the image without a background. And although it seems that it has been a bit strange here, as it has lost a lot of quality, do not worry, because now with artificial intelligence you will see that it looks pretty good. Okay, we already have this here. Now we are going to go here to scenes, and instead of using one of these themes, which is more thought out, as I have told you, for e-commerce, we are going to go to a custom pro. And here we have a very interesting option, which is, hey, I'm going to put my enter prompt, I'm going to put it in English because, as we know, the prompts are better understood, or artificial intelligence is better understood in English. To Mercedes-Benz. In City Monaco Street. We are going to put it on a street in Monaco, for example, which is a very nice place to see if it generates a pretty cool image. Now, as we have here, we have given it what is the image, which is what the image has and what we want, that it is on a street. In Monaco. Then we ask it, with the help of artificial intelligence, to write us a more detailed prompt to generate this image. Here I have the option of generating it only as a scene, to use as a background, but I would not integrate the vehicle. So I have to go to the right area to generate. Here I have the option to generate the scene or generate a photo. Then we are going to click on Generate Photo. Now the artificial intelligence that it is going to do, it is going to do a series of sweeps to understand and analyze the image. Right now it is analyzing the image and it is going to see how this prompt can fit with this image. Cobbleton Street and Monaco Street. Perspective surrounded by tall buildings. Let's see how the artificial intelligence can fit in what it is thinking. This program is not so fast, perhaps in the generation of the image, but because it usually generates quality images. Then it takes approximately a minute, it can take a minute and a half, approximately, but it does not take longer. Well, you can see that it is generating, it has already generated the first image, which is here, now we will see it. With the prompt that we gave it, now it is generating the second image. This is the second image. This is the first image. It has made us here a little like a sky, a little starry, that is, like some lines here that in principle should not appear. Here I have made a huge palm leaf. Here I do not know very well what it is. However, the background would be quite cool and quite beautiful. Look at the details of the stoning of the street, the sharpness of the stoning, how it works with the lights, how you see how it makes the shadow of the vehicle. It's impressive, really. Let's see, it has already been able to generate an image. Look, this one can be worked on. It is true that we have split an image that was perhaps very, very dark at first. So it was already dark in itself. So, of course, artificial intelligence puts it in a sunny day, but it puts it as a shadow of a palm tree. As you can see here, a type of old footwear. Roman footwear type. Also very beautiful. Sorry, this is from another image. And it would be this one. Let's see this one. And this would be another of the images. Also quite, as you can see, quite realistic. It is quite good. I mean, especially what is the treatment of the lights, the buildings in the background. But hey, if I had to stay with one. But hey, here we have it. So I'm going to stay with this one. We're going to download it. And now let's go to Luminar NEO. We have already downloaded the image. Let's go to Luminar NEO. I put it here. We're going to open the image we have created. As you can see, we already have it here. Well, look, here you have it. 1024 by 1024. That is, a fairly small square format. But don't worry, because now we're going to be able to make the changes so that the image looks much better. The first thing I usually use here is, well, I have to delete a background, etc. Or crop the image. In this case it's not, but it improves with artificial intelligence. You're going to see the image. Let's zoom in a little more so you can see how it works. If I improve it with artificial intelligence, as you can see, that photo we had of the car, perhaps dark, as you can see, it starts to get a little clearer. Let's see what the outside part is like too. How it takes more light, more sharpness. You see the improvement? So here we can remove the noise from the image, and here we have it to be super sharp, that is, to have more sharpness. There are 3 levels. I usually leave it in universal and I usually use low. You see? I don't zoom in too much. As you can see, it's amazing, right? I mean, really how the light is treated, how the shadow of the vehicle is perfectly adjusted, how it fits on the street, the proportion of the van with respect to the buildings that are seen in the background. I think it is quite well treated too, with respect to the door of this building, right? It is also quite achieved, and now we are going to see some other option. Here we would have the essentials of revealing, color, contrast, etc., etc. At the moment I am not going to touch anything. We could add sunbeams, a type of atmosphere, for example with fog, etc. It improves the landscape. If there was a river in the image, we could make a water enhancer. Well, if you want, I would make you a tutorial with everything that is this part here, the options, because as I tell you, there are many options that this software has. Here we can improve the brightness up close, we can improve the brightness from afar. As you can see, we could even give more light to the image, the depth, you see? Here it is less noticeable, but in the brightness from afar it is quite noticeable in the image. I think it can be fine there. Close-up brightness, as you can see, the same. What is the part of the stone? This part here with the close-up brightness, as you can see, also improves a lot. Another function that I use a lot is the super contrast. Super contrast, you have highlight contrast. I want you to see it a little in action. I am going to raise the value, and here we can make a balance. That is, as you can see, we could still give more light to the image. Look at it. If you look, let's see how it was before. Look at what the photo was like when I uploaded it and see how it goes. That is, I'm almost going to remove some of the lights, right? I have already improved it a lot with what is the part of. Here we have some medium tones that we can also graduate. I think that there can be something more realistic, where this part here is giving it the sun. As you can see, it embarks quite well, the part where it is illuminated and the part where it has. The palm tree on the left is in shadow, right? Well, I think that there it can go well. Here we would also have a contrast of shadows that we can also vary or not. And this, what I want you to see now is what the image was like when we uploaded it. Look at it, it was a super dark image, and look at how the greens of the palm trees, the sky, the lighting, the vehicle itself was too dark, and now it looks pretty good. So I think we have improved the image a lot. Well, now we can export it. Let's tell you that in the folder Luminar NEO format, we could change the format. At the moment I am going to download it in JPG because we are going to use it for social networks. The size is 1024 x 1024. We are going to export what the image is. We have what the original image is, right? And we have what the image is that we download directly from the product scope. As you can see, it is the dark part, and now we're going to see the image as it has been finally, that we have. It here. As you can see, I think it is much better. Much better. We have a realistic background, very well lit. This image could have been better if the advance had not been so dark at the beginning. I will post you in another video some image that is a slightly better quality of lighting, and you will see that artificial intelligence still works even better. So nothing, so far this tutorial. I invite you to follow me. I do not know what channel you will be watching this video, but follow me or subscribe, and well, we will generate more content, especially real work for customers, so that you can see the applications of artificial intelligence. Of AI, really applied to business where, for example, in this case the image is important. So nothing, thank you, and we are in contact.